Hey guys, welcome back to Black Lotus Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at, in my opinion, the top 30 best cards from Modern Horizons 3. Since all the spoilers are already out, I kind of took screenshots to show you guys so I can remember what to talk about. First up, we have Ajani. We talked about this in a previous video. This side's not the best. Paired with certain things, it could be good. But the flip side is really good with the Zero ability, letting you deal damage to any target equal to the number of creatures you control, which this could fit perfectly in a token deck, especially a Rin and Sarai cats and dogs deck. It would fit really nicely. It's just super cool to see that. And going on next, we have Flare of Fortitude. The thing is, this one, I just put it in here because it's really, it can be like a free Teferi's protection. So I'm assuming this one's going to be pretty expensive. My guess is around 20 to 30. But letting you cast it for free is really a plus as long as you sacrifice creature. But really cool. Another good protection. And another good cat one, we have Ocelot Pride. It's basically, it lets you create tokens that are copies of all the tokens that enter the battlefield this turn. And that's just really crazy, especially with it being a 1-drop. Even the 1 white with even just a 1/1 with first strike and lifelink for 1, that's still pretty good stats. But anyway, it's just great value from that. And next we do have Ophelia, Exuberant Shepherd. This card just can be a great flash commander, letting you exile stuff and return it back, and also pumping her up a lot so you can get a bunch of those ETB triggers. And pairing it with the right cards can make this super powerful. Next on, we have Wing It. This is a common, but it's really just, it has great value. Letting you give a creature +2/+2 until end of turn. Giving it flying and scrying 1. It's really great if you put it in a commander deck that needs creatures to get through, or even if you're like, you just need 2 more extra damage and some evasion. Then you also get the nice scrying, but it's just really, there's no really downside to it, and for a 2-drop, that's pretty good value. And next, going into the blues, we have Aether Spike. It's a counterspell, but playing with energy counters. And basically, you know, it's very adaptable, so you can pay to make it harder to counter. But it's just really cool to see, and nice different theme for counters in energy counter, or energy counters, kinda. It's really cool. And next we do have Copy Land. This one is mostly for the art, but also it's pretty cool how it could work. Basically, it enters the battlefield as a copy of another land. So this can be really powerful if you have really powerful lands like Gaia's Cradle, or just anything like that. It can really get out of hand, and I feel like it could be cool. Plus, the art on it is really nice to see too. Kind of the Theros theme. I think that's where they pulled it from. But we are going to be looking at Shadow of the Second Sun. It's basically, you get enchant player, and enchant player gets an additional untap, upkeep, and draw. This is kind of like Seaborn Muse, but if you target yourself, and then you also get to draw another card and get all upkeep triggers. I'm assuming you're going to want to target yourself, because I don't see why you'd want to target your opponent, unless you are playing Burn maybe, and at the beginning of their upkeep they lose a certain amount of life or something. And after that, we do go into the black. We have Kython Nightmare. It's basically just great recursion. You're getting a ton of value off of it, only being a 2-drop. Again, they're really mixing in the energy counters with a bunch of different things. It's really interesting to see. And after that, we do have Necro Dominance. This one's pretty crazy, but it's kind of like, it's supposed to be a lesser version of Necropotence, but it's still pretty cool. And so it's basically like Necropotence with a little bit being changed, but it's really cool now with the 3-drop having a ton of value. And this card, Warren Soul Trader, letting you pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, create a treasure token. I remember when I saw this card, I said this is going to go infinite, and there's already so many infinite combos and this is insane. I knew people were going to break this, but it's just really crazy. Just the fact that you don't even need to tap for it, that's just begging to be infinite. And we do have Aether Revolt. The last ability is really cool. When you get one or more energy counters, Aether Revolt deals that much damage to any target. So in an energy deck, this could work really well, and getting kind of good burn in or destroying creatures, it could work good if you're getting a ton of energy. And this one's just because it looks so cool. Like, tell me you wouldn't want that card. That'd be so cool. But anyways, next one is Flare of Duplication. Being able to copy instant sorcery for free. Or possibly for free. It can be really cool. It looks super cool too. Yeah, that could work really well. And next we do have Goldspan Dragon, Creature Dragon, Flying Haste, and treasures you control have tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 2 mana of any one color. So it's basically doubling your treasure mana, and this just can get out of hand, and it's really cool. And also Luke's Gremlin token, I just wanted to feature that. It's really cool. Nice art. It's cool. And we do have Power Balance. This is, you can see on the right, the one that's going to be in the bundle, but this is the borderless version of it. Basically, whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost if the 2 spells have the same mana value. If you get really lucky, this can have a huge payoff for only being a 2-drop, and it just could be great. And next we do have Birthing Ritual. It's basically like kind of letting you grow your creatures. It can work, or it can kind of be a whiff, but letting you sacrifice creatures to get better ones, it can be really cool, and that'll be interesting to see. And next we do this one's busted, but Eldamari Corvisadal, whatever. The last ability, still just even with just a top text, would have been really good. Just a 3/3 for 3. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells on the top of your library. That's already pretty good. But then the ability pay green, tap 2 untapped creatures you control. Reveal a card from your hand or the top of your library. If you reveal the creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Activate only the sorcery. So apparently this is what we're doing now. We're just once per turn you get a free creature from your hand or the top of your library as long as you pay a green, and tap 3 creatures, which is, this is just insane, and this set is just super crazy, but it's really fun to see. Yeah, it's a crazy card. And we do have Fangs of Colonia. This is just another great uncommon, and you can put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control that had a +1/+1 counter put on it this way. And it does have overload, so basically in a great counter deck, this can super be powerful, or just for 6 mana you can give everything +2/+2 basically. Could be really cool. I like that. And we have Monstrous Vortex, another great uncommon. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. Basically like giving your stuff 5 or greater cascade in a way. But it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. Just a nice uncommon. Plus the art is really cool. All the dragons flying around. And moving on, we have Primal Prayers. When it enters, you get 2 energy counters, and you may cast creature spells mana value 3 or less by paying 1 energy rather than paying the spell's mana value, and you can cast it as flash. So again, just cheating out so many things in this set. It's just so crazy. And plus the art, I did talk about this in a past video, but the art is just really nice. The nice rainforest theme with all the snakes and turtles and poison dart frogs is really cool. And you can see there that's the alternate border, but it's not as nice in my opinion. And we have Aggressive Biomancy. You can pay 2 times X, and Simic. Create X tokens that are copies of target creature you control, except they have, when this creature enters the battlefield, it fights up to 1 target creature you control. So this can just be crazy. You're just getting a ton of tokens, And you don't know what you're making tokens of. They could be 12/12s, they could be 1/1s. They're all costing the same anyways, and plus they get to fight creatures your opponents control. It's just it could work as a board wipe as long as you have big enough things, and it's just crazy. It's really cool to see though. And this is one I was really looking forward to. This is Arnora Kennerud. Basically, whenever a modified creature you control attacks, double the number of each kind of counter on it. Then for each non-token permanent attached to it, create a token that's a copy of that permanent attached to that creature. So basically, we're just doubling up on tokens, equipment, auras, and just really anything else, and it's just really cool to see. It'll be really cool. And after that, we do have Quorum the Undertaker. This is the alternate commander for the Graveyard Overdrive deck. Basically, this is not really a common thing for Graveyard, but it's he's stealing power and also cards that you play. So it's a really cool alternate theme to see in this alternate commander, and plus the art's really cool too. And we do have Necrobloom, and just being a great landfall great commander, letting you create tokens and giving your stuff dredge. And I think this goes infinite with a couple things. I'm not sure. It's really cool though. I know people really like this card. And moving on, we do have the face commander for the Eldrazi Incursion deck, letting you copy all your spells and activated and triggered abilities. Just it can easily get out of hand. So also, I'm going to be opening the non-collector edition of this soon sometime. So if you want to see that, I'll be uploading the video soon once they come out. And next we do have Ziorda, the Incinerator. It's basically you can, at the beginning of a step, sacrifice a creature and deals damage equal to its power to any target. So just a good flinging stuff at people, and then also you create 3 treasure tokens, giving you a ton of value. Could be a very good sacrifice Jund commander. And I think this is going to be in the Graveyard Overdrive deck, it looks like. And going into the alternate commander for the Eldrazi Incursion deck is Azlas the Swelling Scourge. He basically gives you an experience counter every time you die. Again, this would just work really well in an Eldrazi or an Eldrazi spawn kind of deck. And because you can pay 5 and give them +X until a turn, reduce the number of experience counters you control, and they get Indestructible Annihilator 1. That's just crazy. And Echoes of Eternity, I think this is the last one, basically doubling your colorless spells and colorless triggers, and just really craziness. I want to put this in the Eldrazi deck, and it just looks really cool. And this is another one, Haragrass, the Erupting Nullkite. Basically, lets you sacrifice stuff to reduce the cost of big things. So you can just really have a good sacrifice commander, and it just works super well, and it's super cool. So yeah, that's kind of it. Let me know what you guys are going to be picking up, and you should tune in when I unbox the Eldrazi Incursion deck. Sorry for the barking in the background, but it could be really cool. So yeah, let me know if I missed anything or what your guys' opinions on this. Sorry, I went a little fast, but yeah. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.